What's up, everyone? Today I'm hiking along the Appalachian Trail to Grassy Ridge Bald. That's one of the Carolina Mountain Club's peaks for the South Beyond 6K, which is a challenge that they do. It's, I believe, 40 peaks in the southern Appalachian Mountains, all above 6,000 feet. So I'm going to work on that challenge today. So it's a bit chilly out. It was like 30 at my house and it's 15 here, so that'll be fun. But it's really pretty out right now because we just had a snowstorm, not last night, but the night before. Roads are still a little rough up here, but they're not too bad. So not last winter, but the winter before, it's really windy out, I actually parked in the same spot and hiked along the Appalachian Trail the other way. So after this video, be sure to check out that other video if you're interested. So I got Exo spikes for Christmas this year, and I'm not wearing them right now, but I have them with me. I'm gonna start the hike without them, and then either when I feel like I need them or like halfway, I'm gonna switch and put them on and see what kind of difference they make. And as always, I'll link to all my gear in the description below. I hope I get into some tree cover soon because that wind is brutal. It'd be really pretty, and it is, just also very cold. And this view is why I came hiking. So the footprints go that way, but I'm pretty sure the trail goes that way. Yeah. So I forgot there was water like currently in my hydration tube, so now that's frozen. I can still get to my water like if I open up my pack and then open up the bladder and drink straight out of that, but no convenient water for me now. I know it doesn't look that bad on the GoPro at least, but this is really steep. And the snow's like knee deep, so this is a good workout. Alright, so I found a rock, so I figure I'm gonna stop and take a breath for a minute. But while I'm doing that, I figured I'd share a little tip with you guys that I just recently read and I'm testing out today, and it seems to be working so far. So if you're out when it's cold and you're trying to like record your adventures or whatever you're doing, and you're using either a GoPro or another lithium battery powered camera, when you're not actively using it, or even if you are, like keep a hand warmer, one of those like ones you get for like $1 that's oxygen activated. Keep one of those next to the battery or next to the camera, and it'll help keep it warm, because the lithium batteries don't like the cold, which I already knew, but if you keep that hand warmer next to it, it'll help keep that battery warm, and then your battery will last longer than it would have. Surprise! Ignore the hat here, but I didn't make it all the way to, I forgot what it was called, Grassy Ridge Bald. I ended up turning around, because at one point, or when I turned around, I was hiking. Alright, so when I got back to the car, my GoPro wouldn't stay on. So I guess that hand warmer tip, it's better than nothing, but it's not perfect. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that I ended up turning around because I got to a spot where I was going up the mountain, and the snow was like mid-thigh to waist deep. And that was my main issue. It was just, I wasn't making any progress going forward, having to pick up my legs so high to take a step forward. I also had the slight water issue I mentioned earlier. I could have stopped to take my bladder out of my bag every time I wanted to sip, but I didn't really want to do that for the entire hike. And then I had another issue. I couldn't see the trail because it's just all snow, so I was following the footprints of someone who went before me, and they obviously couldn't see the trail either. So they went off trail multiple times and had to backtrack, and without fail I followed their wrong path every time and then had to backtrack as well, which added extra distance but mainly added a lot of extra effort. If the snow wasn't like so deep, I would have dealt with these two issues and I probably would have made it just fine, but with it being that deep, it just became a pain, and it wasn't even type 2 fun anymore. It just wasn't fun at all. So I didn't end up trying the exo spikes today. I had planned on it, but I also had planned on it being more icy. There were only some like very small patches of ice that weren't really an issue. I had a much bigger issue with the deep snow. Snowshoes probably would have been better for today. There was a guy I passed, I was almost all the way back, and he was coming towards the mountain, I guess, and he was on skis. That seems like a really good idea. So I didn't make it to Grassy Ridge Bald today. I did get some really pretty snowy mountain views, which was the main goal, so it was a somewhat successful day. I do plan on going back probably this summer to get that peak for the challenge. It was really pretty today, and I'm guessing it'll also be really pretty in the summer. Everything will be all green, which I love, and there's a lot of like bald, so you'll be able to see the surrounding mountains, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to be always adventuring, even if it doesn't always go as planned, or especially if it doesn't go as planned.